What's going on, guys? Tesla, Tesla, Tesla. So, if you watched my video last night, I talked about some of the levels about Tesla. It came down, it touched the 100, what is it? Says 100 or 150 day. Let me see here. The 150-day moving average hit that twice, 3 days, actually, you could say, going back, the last 3 days. Touched, bounced off, touched, bounced off, touched, bounced off. I already talked to you guys about all of the put buying, the option flow that was coming for 550 puts for tomorrow. And what does Tesla do yesterday? It comes and just absolutely bounces off that and reclaims a level of supply at 630, 635 area, which is the 5-day moving average. And I like to follow the 5-day moving average a lot because it gives us the shortest term direction of the stock. If it's trading above the 5-day moving average, we're in a pretty bullish context for the week. So if you're a short-term swing trader, if you're a day trader, the 5-day is definitely a level that you need to be looking at. If it breaks down below the 5-day, it's getting a little bit bearish. If it breaks down below the 10-day, that's even worse. So for the longest time, Tesla has been below all of those levels, going back a couple of weeks now already. And it had an insane move yesterday. And I spoke about that. If it sort of reconfirmed, 645, 650, 655, it would be a great time to get in, go long. And what did it do? Closed up $32 today, 5%, 667.93, and this thing still looks like it wants to push for tomorrow. So what are we looking at for tomorrow? We're looking for it to reclaim today's highs. And those highs are going to be 674, 673. So tomorrow, I'm going to draw a trend line here. For tomorrow, we're looking for a build to reclaim 673, 674. Okay. That's also going to be coming up to, what is this here? The 100-day, also going to be coming up to the 50 EMA. So you might get a little choppy waters in that area. You might get a little bit of tough sledding through the 680, through the 685. But I think that if there's strong momentum and it does reconfirm today's highs of 674, 673, I think that it's going to easily push through that. And the next big level of resistance, or not resistance, but the next big level that you could be looking for Tesla to touch is over 700. First, I really want to be looking at 700. Then next, you would be looking at 708, 714. And then obviously, to get super, super bullish. And I know President Biden came out and spoke today. And in his infrastructure plan, he's also talking about EV and pumping a lot of money that direction and blah, 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 blah. We already know the gist, right? But we all know that Tesla is the number one EV company that's out there on the market. There's going to be others that are going to try to rival it. But I think also at the end of the day, Tesla is just so far advanced compared to the other companies as far as, charging stations, batteries, infrastructure, assembly lines, so forth and so forth. Tesla's definitely going to be the number one stock that you want to be owning if you are planning on getting into these EV plays. But if Tesla, next week starts reclaiming this 50-day moving average line, this supply here, and it starts reclaiming 739, 740, watch out. This thing could go back here and test this double top here, into the 800s. I'm not saying that's going to happen next week, but it's just something you kind of want to keep your eye onto. So for tomorrow's session, the over under on Tesla is going to be over 673, 674 to go long. Now, whether that mean a day trade, whether that mean a short-term swing trade, if you are going to day trade, you kind of know your risk to reward ratio in there. Take profits as you see fit, guys. Okay. I never get into a trade not knowing where I'm looking to exit. So with that being said, I'm never getting into a trade and just hoping, oh, this thing rallies up another 20, 30, 40 points in a day. I kind of have, a price target in my head based off of some of these other channels that it's currently, dealt with in the past. And that channel of 674, I'm looking to take that channel out and possibly retest 690, 685, 690. If it was to get to that area, I would be thinking about selling on an intraday level. If you're looking to swing trade this, maybe you have a smaller account and you don't have any day trades, or you want to maybe get more of take advantage more of a Tesla run if it's going to run up. You would kind of want to start thinking about 692. you kind of want to start thinking about 700. Those price points would be, your opportunities to either take some cash flow, take some profits off the table, or cut your position in half. Let a runner run. And then obviously really bullish 739, 740. The under on Tesla is if it starts to close below today's lows, which is going to be, basically it's going to be right below the 10-day moving average and, a touch of the 5-day. So for me personally, I would say the under on Tesla is going to be 633. If Tesla tomorrow decides to just dump for, a reason that I couldn't explain to you, but if it does decide to dump tomorrow, I think anything lower than 633, you could probably get a retest back to, the 607, 600 area. And obviously, if it starts to break down farther than that, you've got a lot more room to go. But just have your price targets mapped out and keep an eye on Tesla. Keep an eye on those levels. Keep an eye on the traffic here. So right now Tesla is fighting through a lot of traffic here. It's not completely out of the muddy waters yet. I think really to get out of the muddy waters, Tesla needs to, sort of reclaim this 692, 693 area. But I mean, for a short-term scalp, fast cash flow, I think anything over 673 on a build. So what I mean on let it build or on a build, or if it starts to build below. So let's say tomorrow it opens up, it does its thing. It comes up, it touches 673, 674. That would not be my first entry point. I would let this thing run up, right? Let's say it runs up 678, 684, 680, and it comes back down. I would enter in on the second entry test, or the second entry on a retest of that level. So for example, if Tesla, I'm just going to explain this again a little bit differently, a little bit slower. So tomorrow, my over on Tesla is 673, 674. As soon as Tesla hits that level, I am not jumping in on first entry. I'm going to let the candle, whether that be, it depends on how you're trading. If you're a day trader and you're trading the 5-minute candle, the 15-minute candle, the 1-minute candle, you're going to let it pass through that price once. You're going to wait for a dip below or at that level again, and then the third candle, fourth candle, fifth candle, whatever that may be after that, you're looking for a final pass through of 673, 674 again, and that would be your entry point as soon as it passes that on the second entry. And then you're obviously going to ride into, an area of supply or an area of, price target that you already have predetermined in your mind where you want to take profits at. And then your stop loss would just be shortly, it depends. It depends on how much you want to risk. But for me, on a trade like this, my stop loss would probably be 665, which is a 20-day. So I'm going to risk $10 on Tesla to make maybe 15, 20, 25, depends. I mean, today was a $32 move. As long as it's not going to come back down and stop me out, I'm going to be in this trade until obviously, I mean, unless I see like the market just absolutely puking and just dropping drastically, then I'm going to exit obviously a lot sooner. But those are the numbers. Again, the over 673, 674, use second entry. And to the downside, if this thing does decide to break down, which I don't think so. I don't think that it's going to decide to break down, but that level, 633 to the downside, again, let it cross through 633 once, let it pull back up, or bounce back up, and then look for the second entry on a follow through there, and then take profits where you see fit. But great job to everyone who traded Tesla today. Big move today. Let's hope to end the week strong tomorrow. We do have a 3-day weekend. Guys, if you are taking it off tomorrow, have a great weekend. If you are trading tomorrow, don't look for the home run. Take some profits, go into the weekend, lock in your profits, go into the weekend and sleep easy. Enjoy your weekend with your family, whether you're going to barbecue, whether you're going to hang out, whether you're not going to see anybody at all. Enjoy your weekend. You don't want to be stressing about, leaving money on the table. You don't want to be stressing about holding a big long trade and not knowing where this thing's going to open up on Monday. Just take profits where you see fit. A win is a win at the end of the day. And until next time, guys, I hope everyone has a good day and makes a lot of money.